Hello there, this is Peter Beckenham, the Village Marketer, and as always, talking to you from my little Thai village, way up near the Cambodian border. And today's topic is pretty darn important, right? I want to talk about the secret source of great communications. The secret source of great communications. Now, what do you think that is? Okay, what do you think that is? Hey, Connie, thanks for joining me. The secret source of great communications. Well, let me tell you, it's got nothing to do with your language or your tone. It's got nothing to do with body language, even though that's critically important in communication skills. It's not the secret source I'm talking about. And it's got nothing to do with the questions and your questioning skills. Or it's got nothing to do with your listening skills, even though these are all important. The really secret source of negotiation is none of those. And if you don't have this, I can tell you, you will fail. You will never, ever negotiate with anybody. So if you're in marketing and sales and you don't have this skill, it doesn't matter what you do, it's not going to work for you, right? Now, what am I talking about? Well, this is the essential skill of negotiation that is taught by great communication areas, by the Secret Service, by intelligence agencies, by everybody. It's a skill that you need to learn, right? And it's a skill that some people have abundance of and some people have practically nothing of, okay? What am I talking about? I'll put you out of your misery. It's called empathy. Empathy. Up your empathy. Now, remember, I'm not talking sympathy. I'm talking empathy. Let me share a quick distinction for you. Sympathy is when you acknowledge that someone has an issue or a problem or a challenge or a pain or whatever it is. You acknowledge that. And you say something like, I sympathise with you, Harry. I sympathise with you. Now, it's genuine in its meaning. I'm not saying that. But it's on that level. It's on that level. Empathising, however, goes to a whole new level whatsoever. Okay? Completely different level. And it's where you not just acknowledge the person's pain, suffering and challenges, but you also feel it. You can feel the pain. You can feel the joy. And that's a whole new bit of communication, right? If you can actually be in a situation where you can truly feel the pain for somebody, they will know it. Or feel the joy for them, they will know it. It will impact on everything you do, everything you say, everything. So empathy is a huge skill, and it's something that you need to learn. And by the way, at the end of this presentation, and it's not going to be too long, I've got a great giveaway for you. So hang in there, because it's another freebie, but I think you'll enjoy it. And it's all to do with empathy, right? So let me think about this. Why is empathy such an important skill for communication? Think about this. And I've got some notes here to make sure I don't forget it. So if I glance down, my apologies. Sally, thanks for joining. The first one is this. If you have empathy, then you will be able to totally appreciate that people would like to be treated the way they want to be treated, rather than the way you think they want to be treated. Right? Very important distinction. Secondly, you will understand the unspoken parts of the communication. Right? There are many things that are not spoken. If you don't have empathy, you will completely miss them. You will be probably totally arrogant and self-centered and not thinking about it, and you will not realize those unspoken communications coming to you. So very important in negotiation. So very important in sales and marketing. Extremely important. Nabil, thank you. Good to see you, my man. Next one. If you have empathy, then you obviously understand the needs of your prospective customers, right? You understand them, not just know them, you understand them. Another one, if you've got empathy and empathetic skills, right, then you'll be able to more accurately predict the reactions that come from your particular prospective customers. And that's a very important element in your negotiation skills and in your marketing. If you can predict with some accuracy what's going to happen, I can tell you, you'll position yourself in a way that you can give even more value to the person during that particular conversation. Okay? Another thing with empathy, Not only does it build trust, but it also builds motivation. You will motivate the people around you because they can see and feel your empathy. It's coming out of your body. It's how you express everything that you do. Okay? Not just the words. It's coming from your heart. It's coming from inside your heart. Hey, Kim. And if it's coming from inside your heart, then you know. And if you're empathetic and you feel the joy or you feel the danger or you feel the fear or you feel the challenge and the pain, they can see it. And when people can see that, they can relate with you. And when they relate with you, they can trust you. When they trust you, they will listen to you. That's why empathy is so darn important, right? Please don't write this off as, oh yeah, I know what empathy is. I can tell you, most of the people I've been speaking with today had very little empathy. They were all concerned about their own survival, which is understandable when you're battling online, right? But if you don't have empathy, my God, you're never going to get anywhere. Never. Jim, thanks, mate. Another one with empathy. You need that in order to convince people to do anything, okay? If you've got empathy, you can convince them. Now, I'm not saying convince in the wrong way. I'm not trying to be untoward there. I'm simply saying you can lead people down the path for their own best benefit. That's my point to you, okay? And finally, with empathy, if you've got real empathy, then you will know how to deal with negativity in any communication, any discussion. Because you can see where these people are coming from. You know why they're feeling negative. And it'll put you in a fantastic position to be more able to handle that particular situation. And it does happen. It really does happen, okay? Just to finish off with, and thanks for hanging in with me. I'm nearly there. Hang in because I've got something pretty special to give you, okay? The whole point about empathy is this. If you do not have empathy, or even only have little bits of it, right, then really you're going to be perceived as an arrogant pain in the butt. I'm sorry to be rude, but that's what you're going to be perceived as, okay? Empathy does mean you're listening, Jim, but more than that, and it's even active listening, but it's how you react to them, all right? So if you don't have empathy, then you're going to be perceived as arrogant. Can you overcome this? Yes, you can. You can learn the skills of empathy. You actually can. Hey, John, you can actually learn the skills of empathy. And it's not that challenging, but it will stretch you if you are a personality that is perceived by everybody else as self-centered and you want to do what you want to do and held everybody else, right? If that's what you are, I can tell you, you're going to find the empathy skills one heck of a challenge. It'll stretch you as far as possible, I can tell you. All right. Last point is this. If you don't have empathy, tell me if you can relate to this. You've had a sales presentation or you've had a sales meeting and you walk away feeling, oh, that went pretty darn good. I'm pretty pleased with myself because nobody objected to the pitch that you made, right? You ever done that? Because I can tell you, 90% of the time when you walk away and they haven't objected to the pitch is because they haven't bought it anyway. Because you didn't have the empathy to understand them. You think they bought what you said because they didn't complain. Right? Key issue. If you had empathy, you would know from their looking at them, from their reactions and the words that they used and the way they used the words, that they had not bought in. And you would not have walked away feeling so super confident. Enough for now. I hope you got some value from it. Really appreciate joining me, okay? I've got something pretty darn good for you, okay? If you're having a problem with empathy, okay, or you need to improve your empathy skills, send me a personal message. I've got this for you. 6 ways to work on your empathy skills. 6 ways to work on your empathy skills. If you find that of interest, please send me a personal message. At the same time, do me a favour, if you got some value from this video, as always, please like it, please give me a comment, please share it, I'd love that, okay? And thank you very much again for sharing your time. I truly appreciate it. Everybody's busy these days, and I hope I've given you some thoughts and some help with your empathy as far as your marketing is concerned. God willing, I'll talk to you again tomorrow. All the very best. Bye for now.